What's upper, Deb Nation? What's upper? Back here again. Ready to roll. I forgot my space heater, but it's not that cold tonight here in the Bay. And let's pull up the back screen. We might have Dean on later, believe it or not. I want to talk about a trade scenario that Dean gave that was pretty awesome. And quite frankly, it was, I want to say, erudite. I want to say that it's not to complain like most trade scenarios are premised on. And I hope Dean can come on and we can talk about it. If not, then we will post an article about it tomorrow. In fact, Dean has already written one. I just need to edit it and so on and so forth and add a whole lot of context so that people understand that it's about in a Merry Christmas wish list world, who is the one guy reportedly on the trade market that the Warriors would salivate over? I can't disagree with Dean Chambers. It is Lauri Markkanen. The problem, though, is that Danny Ainge, GM of Utah, he wants picks, and we don't have picks. And so, Dean came up with something. He pulled a rabbit out of the hat, and it's pretty cool. Now, that dovetails into Wiggins has to be one of those trade pieces. Wiggins is not playing that well overall. Tim Kawakami of The Athletic wrote an article about having Wiggins play with Kuminga on the floor at the same time. I haven't even read the article yet. I just saw the tweets. So I'm thinking that Wiggins would be on the chopping block should he continue to play poorly. And I understand that. And I also do hope that we just play better. But I also, Jeremy Grant, I didn't see anything exciting about Jeremy Grant when we played Portland, but thank you for bringing up the name. So let's put it in there. I just didn't see any wow factor from Jeremy in poor GSW the other night. And Bruce, go ahead. I want to possibly, please expound. Please expound because I will possibly include it in the article tomorrow. Now, it's not like we're clamoring for the trade or whatever. It's just, like I said, an erudite discussion about what could be. And I don't think we need to do any trades myself. I just want freaking everybody to start playing better. And that includes Steph. Because I am a former coach. I nitpick on little things like turnovers, fouling, just like fundamental shit that, quite frankly, Steph is not leading by example by on the whole. Sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. Let's get that consistency up there, as well as Klay. And then finally, the thing I want to say before I read what Bruce has to say is that I do feel like there is risk of Klay being inconsistent, Wiggins being inconsistent, even Steph being inconsistent, even Draymond being inconsistent. I don't see it as like a red flag like everybody on Twitter, on the Shitter app, Xitter, and those pundits saying that, oh, trade market this, trade market that. Like, I'm just, as a former coach, I'm just a little concerned at some point you are going to have a young guy like JK. I put JK there because he has 3 years of experience, 2.5. Like Moody, although Moody is very wise, we all know that. I just sense from a basketball perspective, because I wrote about this in the last article on letsgowarriors.com. I have been in this, well, I didn't really write about it. I just hinted at it. I have been in a situation where my team was 9 deep. Like I had 9 solid players I just picked all-stars from my league to go play in a tournament, right? Many tournaments. And so all of my guys were good. It reminds me of the Warriors here. Rec league game 1 through 9, all solid ballers. And when I finally put number 9 in the game, there was tension and you could tell he was disappointed after the game. And he was one of the younger guys. So all I'm saying is, because of the competitive nature of basketball, do not be surprised if Brandon, especially Jonathan, they start seeing some inconsistency from the vets. And in the back of their mind, they're thinking, bruh. I love using bruh. Bruh, I could play better than that. I played better than that. And in fact, I wrote about it here. That's why I said Wiggins wasn't my best player the other night. It was, it's this one. Wrong article. Damn it. Put the wrong article in the description to link, but whatever. I thought Kuminga played the best just by his impact during the time when he dominated in the third quarter. Wiggins played great in the fourth quarter in crunch time when Steph and Klay weren't hitting anything. And so I can see how Steve said Wiggs played the best on the podium yesterday. You can go check it out on our YouTube channel right here. Open link in new tab. This is our YouTube channel right here in this one. Steve Kerr also has Spoelstra in it. He said that he thought Wiggins played the best in Denver. I actually disagree with Steve, but I don't hate Steve. I don't want him to be fired, all of that stuff. I just felt that Wiggins was actually better, and we should have gone back to him when it was clear to me that Steph and Klay just didn't have it. Plus the fact that the extra level of thinking, the higher IQ, is to know that you went into Denver, had to wake up at 7 a.m., which I confirmed with an insider, had to wake up hecka early. It messed up everybody's nap schedules and meal schedules to take the 8 a.m. bus to Ball Arena at 8:30 to be ready for the game. That affects an old guy. It doesn't affect young guys. They could care less. Like, their bodies are ready to play. They're anxious to play. And so I think we could do a better job of managing the older guys. At the same time, you can't blame Steph or Klay and Draymond when he comes back. And this is why I kind of sort of have Wiggins on the chopping block, is that he's so uncompetitive comparatively. He's easy. Like, he's easy to deal with, which is, I guess, a good thing. But like, if you were to bench Klay from the fourth quarter or from crunch time fourth quarter consistently, then you would have that revolt that Steve talked about. It's like having the humility to go, yeah, I am getting older and I am slower, and the NBA is getting faster. People fail to repeat that. Like, the rest of the NBA is actually faster, in a vacuum. Like, doesn't matter how good or how bad we are. Literally, the rest of the NBA is faster, is better, stronger, more athletic every year. And so the people that are outraged on Twitter, they don't realize that you can't treat it like a video game. You can't just bench Klay all the time. You can't just, bench Steph when he's off. Like, you just can't do that. You kind of have to use the same formula with Steph as you would Klay. Am I right? Like, both of them Hall of Famers, number 1, number 2 on the all-time planet Earth best shooters in the world ever to set foot on the planet. I mean, like, people are clamoring for Kuminga and Brandon and Trace, and it's like, do you realize you can't just mothball Klay, even if it's just one night? You can't mothball Looney, although sometimes we do. It's just like, it's so difficult. It's super difficult. So what I'm worried about is, if not this season, in the off season, the young guys are going to say, you know what, dude, we are executing better than some of these vets who, yes, they're going to the Hall of Fame, but dude, I am out executing you on the floor in actual games. Granted, it's regular season games, which is different than the playoffs. So this is just my long-winded way of saying that this is a very difficult time for Steve, for Mike Dunleavy. Dean might come on here later, and at some point, he and I, before I make an article out of this, maybe I'll turn this into a podcast. But like this would be a great first podcast. But like, we haven't discussed the part where maybe you have too many assets. Maybe actually being deep 1 through 13, it'll work for this year, maybe. But next year, like, I don't know that it's sustainable in basketball, because I've never seen a successful 1 through 10, 11, 12, 13. I really haven't even seen a successful 1 through 9 of all solid players, unless the veterans take a step back. But they're super competitive. You know, Looney is competitive. You know, he's thinking about, oh, I still want to start every game and play in 82 straight and all of that. Like, and then the playoffs changes all the dynamics. Maybe BP and Trace make more mistakes in the playoff. Who knows? Maybe JK. We don't know that, so we kind of have to go through that. But next off season, I could see a scenario where, let's say we won the championship, then JK might get, a bigger head. Even Moody might. I'm not saying Moody's this or that. I'm just saying young players who are competitive and damn good, they can't help it. They want to play. They want to be the man. That's part of basketball. And so we may have a problem on our hands, actually. And so do you turn some of these assets into a star like Markanen? Go out and get an all-star instead, reduce your bench a little bit so that you have more of a defined roles, more of expected minutes. I don't think going after Markanen is all that bad an idea, because I don't know. I would like an analytics guy to come tell me what is the human value of keeping guys who are playing way beyond their market value, such as Brandon, such as Trace, such as Jonathan, such as Moses. They're all playing way above their salaries. So maybe you want to keep that. Wait till they pop. When they pop, trade them for another all-star type. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, you have to turn the human beings into assets. And I ask all of you all the time to not treat them as video game algorithms. But at some point, really, it might be too much. It might be too much. It's like, the better we play, I mean, we just got too many good players. And it's just like, when I had my tournament team, I'm 9 deep. I mean, you just can't go into a local tournament in the Bay, and you never plan for injuries in rec league, but you can't go in a tournament and bring 9 or 10 guys. You can't. It has to be 8 guys, and 7 and 8 have to be the guys that are willing to be in a reduced role, 7 and 8. And we're talking about just 8 guys, 9 guys in the NBA, because it's a longer game. It doesn't add up for me in the playoffs, but it's a result of our young guys playing so well. This is not a complaint. This is almost like wow, I'm so gracious to have so many awesome players, but based on my experience, it actually doesn't work. So that's my thesis here. And why I can't wait to talk to Dean. The unfortunate thing is I might have to stop the live right after the final buzzer tonight. But rest assured, eventually we'll get Dean on here if he doesn't come on tonight. And I'm really excited about that because Dean sent me an email with his trade proposal, and I was absolutely blown away. I was like, oh my God, you really found out a way how to get Markanen. That's amazing, bro. Now, am I like, I just want to observe the game and enjoy the process. I really don't care. I don't care if we get Markanen. I don't care if we don't trade anybody. I don't care if Kuminga suddenly is relegated to the bench once Draymond and GP2 come back. Like, I care because I empathize for them, but I don't really care. Like, it's basketball. I'm here to observe basketball, learn from it, create educational things like this talk, like these live streams, like interviews that now have transcripts with them. I'm here to educate people about the game no matter what happens. I'm here to learn from it. And I encourage everybody to take that tact into regular things in life so that life isn't, you don't end up complaining all the time with life. Your gratitude outweighs everything else, and you realize that life is beautiful. And by that extension, so is what we're observing with the Warriors. So long-winded thingamajig there. We're about to tip off, and I really couldn't help but keep going on and on. So my bad. I didn't get to your comments. I hope maybe Dean, can you answer people's comments? Bruce, next time out, I will see your comment about expounding. Let's look at the refs. James Williams, nah, he's good. He's good, actually. He's in my top 10. DeRosa, nah. Huang, the new guy, or the Korean, I think, relatively new. Looney lost the tip. So we just tipped off at the 17:30 mark of the live stream. But he lost it to Bam. So no surprise. It's all good. Bam is awesome. And Bam's going to post up on Loon, first of all. Jump hook, short, and that's the rest of the NBA, right? Other than San Antonio and Sacramento. They got to rely on traditional post-up crap that we just saw from Bam. It's boring basketball. So, again, I feel so happy to watch our Kerr system offense. JK was open on that post-up with Looney, and Looney missed him. So Steph has to shoot with 1 second on the shot clock. No good. So Looney missed him. Loon missed JK post-up. And JK, speaking of which, just got a rebound on their miss. So far, so good for us. Miami doesn't look like they got much. JK, well, there's a turnover. Threw it to the other team. Not good. But Steph gets a steal at the other end. I got to learn all these guys. Miami's depleted. And we get a dunk from Kuminga, who was inadvertently cherry picking. Not his fault. He's just in the right place at the right time. But yeah, JK cannot turn that over. He should have just gone strong. Never jump and pass. Bam gets a 10-footer to drop inside. Just never leave your feet. And also Klay could use that advice too, because he's leaving his feet too much. Brandon with a hook shot that's an air ball. Yikes. We don't want that. Herro will bring it up at the point. Oh, there's Highsmith, right? Highsmith 24, hero of the Miami Heat playoffs last year. Jaquez inside, back out, and they got a swing, and it's the boring offense. Miami doesn't have Jimmy Butler, so they also don't have Kyle Lowry. So Bam has to take over, fadeaway, 10-footer, good. Heat up by 2. Brandon brings it up against Herro. Klay around the curl. Looked like he thought he was open. Goes around another curl. 3-ball, good. So that was a fun play design where he came around twice. BP assist. Oh, Herro gets a step and he scores from 15 feet. So not great defense right there. And Klay's going to heat check in and out. BP gets a rebound. How did he do that? That's incredible. And Klay dumps it into BP. Yay! Klay passed the ball. Woo! Drink. And JK will shoot a 3 from Steph. No good. Let's see. Herro burns BP again. Wow. Come on, BP. All right, swinging around to Klay up top. He's going down against Jaime. Scoop shot, no good. Looney rebound amazingly. Gets a foul. Yeah, when Looney plays a sort of a slow-footed guy, Bam is still athletic, but he's not, you know, a pogo stick in terms of like bouncing off the wall like Chet Holmgren or something, or Nick Claxton, or maybe that's a bad example, but some other teams, sometimes Looney has a little bit more trouble. But when they're less athletic, and he misses a free throw, when they're less athletic, he can get those rebounds, such as, you know, against Sabonis and so forth. All right, he hits it. And don't you think in the playoffs there are more slower type guys like Bam? I don't know. Jaime, nice attack after the screen, and he scores over Looney, getting downhill. Good baller. He's a good baller. JK trying to post up Jaime. He does, finally. And Klay comes around the screen and misses it. So Looney pushes Bam. Foul. Come on, Loon. Those are the cheapy ones. Those are like reach-in fouls. Yep. Very bad foul. But let's hope it's not a habit. Straight pushed him. That wasn't even, don't even try to hide it. Looney? God. I don't like fouls like that. That's too obvious. BP with a good deflection. He can't believe it's off of him. Let me watch the replay. Korean ref Inte made the call. BP thought he didn't touch it, but I couldn't tell on the replay. Could not tell, actually, the angle of the ball. Herro fake over Looney and JK, no good, and it's off of number 4, which is Hampton. RJ Hampton, what's up, Hampton? Good to see Highsmith step up and get some minutes with the depleted Heat. BP for 3. Nope, back rimmed it. Bam rebound. No one's open on the outlet, so Bam will bring it down against Looney, and now he'll post him up. Nobody helps. Short. But they call Looney for a foul. Let me watch the replay and see if he actually fouled him. Well, he bumped him a little bit, but I don't blame Looney for that as much as the box out foul or lack thereof the last time. Oh, wait. Next live stream is going to be Wednesday. No, what day is the day? Thursday already? Oh, Saturday. I don't know my days. Every day is a freaking Wednesday afternoon, as Steve likes to say in the NBA. I literally can't tell what day it is, which is kind of cool, actually. I like that. The 30th, 5:30 tip-off against Dallas. First of 5 straight games against solid teams. Dallas Mavs at Golden State Warriors. Okay. 12-6 Miami. This is Miami's pace. Steph gets it back from Looney. 2-pointer in and out. Looney tap, no good. And it's Jaquez bringing it down. Someone stop ball. Now we got to switch. Okay, now we're back. Looney on Bam. Back out to Jaquez. 3-ball good. 15-6. Starters suck again. It's not that they're doing stuff terribly wrong. It's just that they're missing shots. And it's hurting us. BP for 3. Got it. And he stops the bleeding. 15-9 now. 9-point deficit becomes 6. Bam at the free throw line. Fakes a shot. Back out to left side, back up top to Herro. He gets a screen from Bam. Step up, shooting. Good. 2-pointer. So they're shooting lights out already. 7 for 13. Kuminga, post up Jaquez. Bye-bye. Spun and missed it. Wanted a foul. Just run back on defense, please. Herro pops a 3 in transition. No good. Steph, good rebound. Klay slips. So it's rebound Hampton. And it'll go corner Jaquez. Steph gets a piece of it. Good defense, Steph, on the reach and outlet to Klay. Layup. Scores. Good job, Klay. Good finish after Steph's steal on a reach in. I'd rather he just doesn't reach in, but sometimes he'll get those. Herro for 3. No good. Podz inside to Looney. Looney with the slow-footed score. Bam Adebayo was out of the area, and Spoelstra will call timeout. And it's 17-13, 5:22. 17-13. Q1 5:22. A lot of time ticked away there. Not a national game, so that's why. I just want to see JK just run back on defense and not argue with the ref. Like I think you would actually gain more brownie points with the ref that way. All right, time to look back on the comments. Hello, Tacticz, Bruce, and mentioned, we were talking about trades, but it wasn't that we wanted one. It's just we got to talk about it because everybody else is talking about it. I agree. I think Wiggs is going through something, so mental wise. So, and we all do. So I agree with Tacticz that Wiggs seems to be going through something mental this year. But if he continues to play at the numbers that he's at, that's a problem. Anyway, we talked about that. Splash the like. Ainge would fleece the Warriors. I don't think anybody fleeces anybody. I'm going to disagree with you on that, Bruce. The days of Ainge fleecing you are over. Bruce says Ainge would fleece anybody for Markanen. I believe those days are over. They're pretty much fair trades all around now. Markanen and spotty on defense. Nah, I think some of that is just desire. And if you come play for the Warriors, you damn well better play defense. But we'll see. I don't know. I need to look at the trade pieces one more time from Dean. I kind of reserve judgment. I'm just amazed that Dean found a way to get him. So that's my thing. And I don't even know if I assume Dean expects Draymond and Markkanen to be on the squad at the same time, because this is all under that narrative of keeping the core together. Don't waste Steph's prime, blah, 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 which I hate. I would rather not talk about these trades and just let things happen as they happen. But anyway. All right. Herro gets a little bit of a pinch by Wiggs. He's in there. And finally goes down the lane. Trace helps out, blocks it, but it is a foul on Saric per usual. Wow, that's a ticky-tack foul. It's a ticky-tack foul, man. I got to put that in there. I mean, Saric is a liability, but dude, ticky-tack. Wow. He's a liability on moving his feet on D, but that was ticky-tack. If you look at the replay, my God. That's exactly why we talked about the trade thing. But anyways. Ben, what's up? And I talked about this as well. Chris Paul in there. Looks like Miami's in zone. Yes, 2-3 zone. Standard 2-3 zone with Kevin Love at the bottom. Wiggins loses the ball. God, man. These are such basic things that, good Lord. It's just unacceptable at this point. Come on, man. Play better. Anyways, play design goes to Herro. Love actually missed him. He had the step on Wiggins on the cut. Good cut by Herro, but Love couldn't deliver it. And it goes to Hampton. Late shot clock, no good. They're going to call a foul on that. Yet another ticky-tack. Who's this on? It's on Saric? Wow, another ticky-tack. Is it shooting foul? 4 team fouls. No, it's side out. Who the hell was that on? Let's replay that. 3-ball Duncan, no good. It's Chris Paul. Yeah, I did kind of see Chris fouling, but they called it late, that's another pet peeve of mine. Wiggins goes post up against Herro, misses it. Back rim, Love rebound, outlet Herro, left side Trace. Bye-bye Trace, left side. Trace stays with him, gets the block. Impressive, Trace. Impressive. Over to Chris. Down low, Saric. You'd have to think Dean, Saric has to be, yeah, I do recall Saric. You can't have Markanen and Saric on the same squad. But anyways, as I say that, Saric finds Trace underneath for 2 points. Right on cue. Usually that happens when I talk bad about somebody. But now Trace fouls Love on a 3-ball. That's just a brain fart. That's a rookie brain fart. So, yet more free throws. God, man. 2 on Looney, right? 2 on Looney, 2 on Saric. It's so predictable. No, 1 on Saric, 1 reaching on Chris. Wow. So, where are we? Which time we got? 3:22, yeah. Just giving away points. 20-15. BP against Hampton. They're in like a 1-3-1 zone. Interesting. Trace attacks Love, gets fouled. Good job by Trace. Interesting setup we got there. 1-3-1 zone, Spo. Wow. You don't see that much at any level. 1-3-1 zone, very difficult to execute, even at high school level. I would agree that this is a trap game. Tacticz says the audio sounds really weird. That's why you got me on Manning Cast. Let's just keep that up. All right. They're going to post up Jaquez against BP, the two rookie sensations. And BP causes a brick. Way to go, BP. Way to go, my friend. Cross-court pass to Wiggs. He will attack. No, he won't. Back out to BP for three. Splash. Nice. I'm going to call Jaquez Jaime. What was that? No, that was Love for three. Yeah, Love just launched to three early. Thanks. BP fake three. Bye-bye, Duncan. Got fouled. No call. They never call it for us. It's always on them. Sorry, it's dribbling too much. Triple. There's another reach-in foul not called. You can't tell if it's ticky-tack or not. And BP ends up shooting an air ball on a three. What the hell? Jaquez going to post up CP. Nope. Stop the dribble. Cross-court Duncan right side against Wiggs. Here comes the screen. Screen and roll. Switch to Trace. Uh-oh. Bye-bye, Trace. And Trace says, no. No, Dikembe. Just kidding. Another block for Trace, and he gets a rebound on a missed corner three. Beautiful, Trace. And it's a three ball for Wiggins. Nope. Sarge does what he can, but he can't get it. Not athletic enough. Oh, and a good Euro step looking thing from Hampton. And it'll be timeout, Steve Kerr. We're only down two with 1:29 to go. And that block was on against what? Oh, block right here. Oh, Duncan, right. Blocks. I said Hero, I meant Duncan. I typed in Hero, I meant Duncan. So we can go back to the box score and still catch up on your wonderful comments. JK will be a headache. I think everybody will be a headache. Nah, you're so, yeah, so on Wiggs and JK gone to Utah. Of course, our scenario does not include both. And of course, we disagree that Ainge gets to automatically fleece the other in any deal with them. So the premise of your comment, we don't agree with. And just to answer the question, Tim Kawakami is, and he's right, that we're approaching January when you absolutely need to look at the market. What's available, especially if you are at 500. So it is what it is. There's no need to get too outraged about it. It's just that time of year. And that's why they're going to try Wiggs and JK. As talked about on the podium by Steve yesterday. And we have that video. It's right here. And that's why it's, oh, we talk every day. Me and JK, we talk every day. So anyways, it's oh, Wiggins down the lane, left side. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Kane. Kane is the youngster for the Heat that just went in there. Jaquez, Wiggs, screen K-Love, switch to Saric, back out Bam against Trace. Twin Towers versus Twin Towers of ours. Saric gets a rebound when Bam couldn't hit. CP over to BP. Threw it right into the two guys there. So be careful next time, Chris. Sarge finally moves away, so now we get post-up Trace, and he finds Wiggins, and he finds Dario. 3-ball corner. Good ball movement. Very unselfish by Trace. Credit Trace with about 40 seconds to go. Because Trace was posted on Duncan. Nobody would have complained if he attacked Duncan. Meanwhile, the slow offense of Miami leads to a Bam missed elbow shot. So Chris Paul will initiate with 15 seconds. He's directing traffic here. 11, 10, 9 with Kane on him. Here comes the screen by Wiggs. It's a flare by Kane. No, couldn't catch it cleanly. So it's a jump hook Wiggs, and he misses it. Good Lord, man. You got to make those. Buzzer sounds before Jaime can do anything, but yeah. Oh, Lord. Wiggs misses a bunny again. He's going to have to start playing better. Otherwise, when you call up other GMs to say what's up, your name is going to be mentioned. But maybe he's going through something. I don't know. At some point, once you hit trade season, it is what it is. Oh, poor Pistons. Yep. Oh, I don't know about that. Bruce says Sarge is a better playmaker. I'll leave it to Dean to maybe discuss a little bit. All right, Podz had a good one. If you didn't know, Jimmy Butler's out. See, I mean, look, these two successive comments, it's like, guys, you know, like this is the Splash Brothers team. And Dray. It just is. Steve alluded to it when he said he was teaching JK how to get the ball to Steph Klay. We are all in on vets. FYI, you may not agree with this, but it's fact. So that's why we bring up the whole trade thing. It's all part of it. So, you know, no, we're not running plays for Podz and JK unless both Splash Brothers are not on there. And we're not starting TJ. Right? This is the opposite of a video game. Like it's not going to happen. It's not humanly possible. Wiggins inside attacks Jaime and finally scores. So give him credit on that one. Got him right back in the game there. Wiggs strong inside. Yay! Save your job. And with the Miami slow offense, I can wait a while on the play-by-play. Chris shoves Duncan. Duncan is so mad about it, but he got the ball to Kane for an easy bucket. Now, why is Kane getting in there so easily? Oh, my God. He went right by Klay again. God, I'm so sick of Klay messing up those. Count him up. It's just like Steph throwing the ball to the other team. Bam will score on a post-up mismatch. I think Trace guarded the wrong guy. And that's another brain fart by the youngster, I believe. And Steve put his hands up. Saric attacks and one. Like, that's where you go back to the film and you go, Trace, there's no reason for you not to guard Bam when you're transitioning like that. Absolutely no reason. Like, so, you know, I'm nitpicking, but these are the things that you try and teach the young kids in practice and so on and so forth. Still catching up on the comments. What's up, everybody? We're still shooting the ball poorly. So I will disagree with you on that one, Bloomer, but let's keep going. Okay, we got Duncan screen against Klay, outlet to, nope, gets it back. Oh, that's Jovic, Nikola Jovic. Sarge comes over to help, which prevents the post up to Jovic, but the ball bounces over to Kane for three. Lucky. Duncan threw the ball off of Saric. Chris can't get open, and he finally does, and they're going to full court Chris. Let's see how Chris handles this. Uses the Saric screen, brings it up. Is it me, or does Chris seem like he's slower? I don't know. And Chris throws the ball to the other team. What are you doing? Bam misses from 94 feet. It's a foul on Wiggs. A late call again. They waited until he missed. Good Lord. I don't know, man. These are just, we see it over and over again. We're up by one, though, so it didn't kill us. But, like, Klay lets Kane cut so easily to the hoop. Off ball for a layup. CP3 throws the ball to the other team on a Scud missile. I mean, come on. If we just eliminate those ones and let's just keep the mistakes, the brain farts of the youngsters, dude, we are in good position. But all the time, I'm an advocate of getting rid of the veteran mistakes. Like those, come on, man. After a decade of being in the NBA, and we're still doing these, 18-year-old turnovers, it bugs the hell out of me. And I got to say, the number one reason why we're 500 is that the veterans, they haven't played well. It's the veterans, but we can't trade them. Anyway, number one solution to all this is the veterans must play better. Throughout every game I'm on here, Klay falls asleep. Steph throws the ball to the other team. Klay rushes a shot. That's why I said last live stream that secretively Klay is the key. He has to play better, and then the whole team will play better. It's literally him because he's the variable. Steph is the known quantity. Steph will throw the ball to the other team but score three on the way back. Klay can't really do that all the time. Maybe once a year he'll go ballistic, twice a year, whatever, 3-4 times a year. But that's 4 times a year. That's not, regularly a la GOAT Steph, right? So that's the thing that I struggle with, is that we can't trade the vets, and yet it's all their fault. I don't even think it's Steve's fault. It's literally these mistakes that the veterans make in crunch time. You can't trade the vets unless it's, obviously, we said Wiggins might be tradable. We'll see. But, so what do you do? So it's tough. It's tough. I totally, it's a good problem to have, all these great players, and all you really need to do is play better. But it's also, just like Andre Iguodala used to say, it's a gift and a curse. when Steve goes on there pregame to say when the reporter asked him, how do you feel about being 500? And he said, well, we probably should have won 4 or 5 games and we probably should have lost 1 or 2 games. I'm not happy with where we are. Guess who's to blame for those 4 or 5 games? I mean, it's the vets, right? It's the vets. I'm not looking at the comments, so I don't know if you're with me or not, but I'm sitting here every game writing down notes of who's doing what. And lots of times it's the vets. So far, JK turnover, Trace the foul on the 3, and one more time Trace probably bad foul. I mean, like, and then balance that with the CP turnover, Wiggs turnover, Klay falling asleep on defense, Looney with the pushing foul on Bam. I mean, the veterans are making more mistakes. And it bothers me because I'm a perfectionist like that when it comes to the coaching side of it. And now JK, notch one for the youngsters. He steps on the freaking line. Can we stop doing that? Like, come on. You can't step on the sideline. How do you do that? I feel like we do that more than any other team in the league. Duncan for 3. Nope. Long rebound out to Jovic. He attacks Wiggs. Good. Too long. I think we step on the sideline more than any other team because every game I see it, and we're leading in that category 2-1, 2-0 every game. Chris Paul for 3. By the way, Steph has been on the bench for a while. But, oh, yeah. It goes 8 and 8. So he'll come in at the 8-minute mark. Duncan down the lane past Klay over Wiggins. Good defense, Wiggins. CP rebound brings it up. And they go inside the Sarge. Wide open JK for 3. No good. Too open, as they say. Out of bounds on Bam, though. Good challenge by Sarge. JK's having fun with it. Good to see he's having fun with it. He is very lighthearted out there. But we'll talk more and more over the next couple of days about these trades. Oh, my gosh. Bad pass, CP. It goes off of Duncan, then goes off of Klay. That might be a turnover on Klay, but it's actually a turnover on CP. The veterans. I told you every freaking time. Like, okay, now we've counted like 5-3. So the veterans are 5-3 on mistakes against youngsters. And Jaquez with a nice pass over to Kane, and he attacks Chris, scores. Chris being bothered by Kane as he dribbles up over to JK. We're now down to 14. That's what happens. JK throws the ball to Jovic. Oh, my God. We're too bunched up. Right side, too bunched up. Duncan stuck. They're stuck. Jovic is going to have to launch. He goes, attacks Wiggs. Beautiful attack. Wiggs blocks it, but they're going to call a foul. That's a non-playoff call. Another ticky-tack. Pretty good defense by Wiggs. I'm going to give Wiggs a little credit on that, even though it's a ticky-tack yet again. Steve can't believe it. Gives the shrug over to Inte, the ref. I agree. I'm so slow on the comments. My bad. Go Niners. Yeah. U of A shirt. I know, right? This is Bloomer like eons ago at 7:26 p.m. It is now 7:48 p.m. Dude, I'm 22 minutes behind on comments. Curry's too passive. But anyway, like, yeah, and we just saw it again. You can't play defense anymore. Miami's in a zone. 2-3 zone standard. Klay over to Wiggins, corner wide open, 3-ball, no good. JK grabs a rebound. Over to Steph. No, JK was fouled before the pass to Steph, but way to find him, JK. Oh boy, Wiggs missed corner 3, open. Good pass by Klay though. JK oreb fouled. And we will side out right now. Oh, Steph's in. Okay, Steph's back. 723, 722, 721. It is not a box and one. Standard 2-3. JK attacks it. Stolen by Kane. Man, another mistake. But all the mistakes by the youngsters are pretty much by JK. Kane attacks, misses. Amazingly, they didn't call a foul on Dario. Roll the craps dice on those one. And they post up Saric as good entry pass. Klay. I'm going to credit Klay on that one. And we got Bam up top on the slow Miami offense. Duncan trying to come off a screen, which is great defense by Steph, by the way. And he finds Kuminga. Kuminga loses it again. Good Lord. Come on, Kuminga. Too many turnovers, man. Kuminga's shooting himself in the foot. 5 turnovers. 5. Never mind my youngster to vet count. I was obviously probably 2 or 3 turnovers behind on JK. Man. Good Lord, JK. Well, the wing position for the Warriors is up for grabs now. I'm kidding. 38-32. Again, playing like crap. I'll be right back. Restroom break, BRB. That's why we need you, Dean. All right, I'm back. Well, the good news is that Klay is being unselfish tonight. How's Wiggs doing? He is 2 for 6, so that's not that great. Kuminga 5 turnovers. That's not good at all. Kuminga can't have an off night. Not when the position is up for grabs between them two. I'm not being hard on JK. I am just saying what's the situation. Got a lot of good comments we never got around. Dean says consider starting Trace while Dray is out. Okay, I get that. I don't know. I don't know that you can do that to Looney. I think it's an obligation to start Looney. You don't need to finish with him, but you need to start with him. So when we're, I'm nitpicking. I know basically you just want more minutes. JK, left wide open. Miami still in zone? Yep, Miami's still in zone. So dunk. for JK versus the zone. And Wiggins had come out. Klay and Steph back in with under 6 to go. K-Love for 3 on the flyby of Trace. Got it. Welcome to the league, Rook. Nice play by K-Love. Steph brings it up against full court against Highsmith. They double him because they're in zone. Klay's wide open. Excellent pick by Brandon. Score the 3 and 1. Korean ref intake calls the and 1. BP. Klay's probably like, ooh, I get to shoot free throws? No, Klay. BP will shoot the and 1. BP, great screen. Fouled as Klay. Corner 3, good. Are they going to check this? They're going to review this for the and 1. Should be a no-brainer. I would think that it's an and 1. Yep, they're going to check it. So it should be 41-40. But anyway, all right. I'm going to disagree on the starting Trace because you got to give Looney something. And starting Trace over Looney isn't necessarily, in my mind, going to win you a game. Like, it's close enough. If you finish with Trace over Looney, I'm fine with. What else are we talking about? Me and Dean talked about Siakam. I don't think Siakam's like, I'd rather have Jeremy Grant than Siakam. The problem with Siakam is he hasn't done anything to get NBA.com ESPN.com NBA standings. I mean, if Siakam was as good as you bill him out to be, why is Toronto 12 and 18? So that's why I don't care about Siakam. He's not impact enough. Dean gone. It's not about, like, you got to look at the market, gamer. You got to look at the market, what's available in the market, and just performance wise. But you know, of course, I'm a little biased. I like Dean's trade idea. I would love to have Markanen on the team just magically, without thinking about what we have to give up. And Dean figured out a way. I mean, we don't give up the veterans, but Wiggs has to be expendable, and we don't give up Kuminga. So Dean's prerequisites. Holy smokes, Klay stepped out of bounds again. Come on. I mean, come on. I would yell at my own players for that, let alone Klay, a Hall of Famer. I mean, good Lord. You can't step out of bounds, man. Wow. That is a brain fart. And we've done it twice. When was the first one? That was Klay, right? Steph misses a 3. No, JK stepped on the line earlier. My bad. Anybody else step on the line? I'm looking at my notes. Shoot. Anyways, Miami hits a 2. Can't tell you if that was bad defense or not. I wasn't watching. It was just JK stepped on the line. Oh, and then Wiggins lost the ball on the sideline. Why do we have 3 of those every damn game? Trace inside. Another inside pass. The Kuminga fouled. Travel? They're walking the other way. No. Yes? No. I think they called travel. So that's 6 turnovers. I mean, just don't travel, man. If you're gonna get fouled, sell it. And then they get an and 1, K-Love against Trace. 6 turnovers, I believe. Good Lord, JK. Refs hate Sarge. Yeah, Sarge. Room. A lot of people are sick of Klay, huh? First time this, you know, if Steve is all in on the Splash Brothers, then okay. I don't know if I'd be, but then again, I want to trust that I can be. Trace against Kalev scores. Excellent finish, Trace. He's such a good finisher. And Herro takes Wiggins, but pretty good defense. He missed it. BP left side doubled on the baseline over to Wiggins. We're going a lot of one-on-one. Wiggs goes one-on-one on Duncan and gets a foul. Trip to the line finally. So yet another good thing by Wiggs there, but our offense hasn't been there. Okay. Heat have 0 turnovers. Do they still have 0? They still have 0. They kind of play like this team that used to play in my rec league. What's up, Percy? Well, ever since Gamer said Kuminga's about to pop off, he hasn't. So that's all your fault, Gamer. Just kidding. Moses Moody, because of you can only play 9, 10 guys. That's why. You can't have it all, man. Herro scores. Wiggins tried to block it, couldn't quite get there. Podz against the zone. We're going straight zone for a while. Steph hits a 3 straight away. He finally says, I'm tired of this zone, man. Let me break it. Let me collapse this zone. I don't think Moody's on the trading block, though. Too good of a salary. Cheap, in other words. Highsmith 3. I don't think you can trade Kuminga or Moody. You can't trade them when their salary slot's about to explode. Trace misses twice at the rim, unfortunately, right after I said he's a great finisher. And he misses 2 in a row. Swing it over to Herro, flyby on BP. It's a 3-ball splash. So we're down 14. 14. Highsmith fouls Steph. That'll be the 15th foul. Highsmith says, my bad, Eric. Don't yell at me. So Percy says, how about increased minutes? They are getting increased minutes. What are you guys talking about? I'm so glad I'm not on the shitter app. Because if I think it's bad on here, really? How about increased minutes for JK? And they are getting increased minutes. I don't understand that. Anyways, being a good vet means you step aside. But it's the Splash Brothers. I mean, come on. And Draymond, really. We can exclude Looney. Looney will step aside, although I think out of honor, just start him. We don't have to finish. Oh, Jaquez with the sneaky pass to Jovic as he was falling out of bounds. So we're down 14 still after Steph made both free throws and still in the zone, and BP misses Trace wide open for the alley-oop, but Wiggins nevertheless attacks the zone and scores. And Highsmith back out. 3-ball Jaquez, no good. Good box out BP, but it's out on Trace. BP wants a review. We're not going to review that. We're not going to challenge that. I mean, should we? Down 12 with 2:21? I don't think we should. Nah, we can still get the ball back. Moody in there. So we took out Klay at 221. Wow. Not that he did anything egregiously wrong, but, you know, well, he stepped on the line. That chapped my hide. And Moody gets a shot clock violation against Herro. Not bad, Mo. Just come in like that and do that. I saw the clock keep running there. What's up with you, Charles Howard, my scorekeeper guy who played in my league as well. Every day we're going to get a complaint. Why don't this guy get more minutes? Why don't that guy get more minutes? Let's not do that. Steph 3-ball and 1 against Highsmith. Maybe that'll wake us up a little bit. But I think mainly it's been the turnovers and the fouls, which is the same recipe for disaster for us. Too many fouls in the first quarter. And I don't know where we're at right now, but I don't feel like we've done a lot of fouling in the second quarter. But anyways, so you want more Moody minutes. Yeah, I mean, that would come at the expense of Klay. And if you want Klay to be mothballed, you know, so that's the dilemma right now. I don't think there's a right answer for this. They're going to officially review this. Hopefully Steph didn't kick out. So, yeah, we got a lot of turnovers, had a lot of fouls. Roster is so unbalanced. How's it unbalanced? Roster is not unbalanced. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. We got too many people on the roster. Strange. You want to change the lineup. Change what lineup to what lineup? It's just like saying, oh, we should trade somebody. Like, you're not saying for whom. Keep the positive vibes up. I'm pretty sure the vibes have been up. Me being mad at Klay for stepping on the sideline, that doesn't mean the vibes are down. So there you go. So I don't disagree with that. You know, but at the same time, the human side of me, the emotional side, the empathy side, the trying to be the 19th man on the team perspective, I don't want to trade anybody either, right? I like my team. I want to win a championship with all these guys, but we'll see. It's not time yet. We got till January 4th, like I said. CP will draw a CP-like foul on Jaquez on the rebound. Good rebound, CP. And he finagles free throws. Better make them. Finagles foul by Jaquez. Free throws. What else? This is a must win. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, I think so. Like, we got 5 straight games against awesome teams. Moody in for JK. Yeah, I don't know if that would ever happen. Unless Wiggs was in the game at the time. I'm looking at comments from 17 minutes ago. JK getting humbled. Yeah, I know, right? Basketball gods, that always happens. That you got to be careful what you say. Literally, it's not because of anything but basketball gods. And we'll post up Bam against Trace. Short. Good defense. But Bam hustles and the ball's loose. Oh, Jovic, 9 on the shot. He's doubled. Somebody switch over. Oh, Steph slips near where Bam had sweat on the floor. It's a crazy ball, and Mo blocks Herro at the end of it. Steph is calling for the ball. He's wide open. And Trace would have been open, but they didn't see him. Oh, man. Steph over to CP with 4-3 on the clock. Hello, Chris. Hello. He gets a screen from Steph. And Steph draws a foul on the screen for CP. I can't believe nobody saw Steph in transition. I'm kind of disappointed. Kind of disappointed with that. That's twice Mo has blocked Herro. Steph will go to the line for the penalty free throws for the bonus for us. And I'll catch up on the comments later. Sub JK. Sid's not happy with JK tonight. Oh my God, Steph missed the free throw. We're only down 5 though after being down 14. That spot on the floor didn't get wiped up as Mo slips on the same old spot. Come on, wipe that. Come on, kids. Trade the kids. Kids meaning the towel boy. Come on. Two possessions ago, Bam slipped over there. Let's hope nobody slips again. I hope you did a good job. You know, we don't have hockey here. Shouldn't be an issue. Jaime against Moses. Alley-oop, sort of. Entry pass to Bam against Trace. CP's there to double. Late shot clock. Fade away. Got it. Bam. Even with the help from Wiggs. 17 seconds. We're down 7. And walk it up. Just get over the timeline, Chris, please. He does with 8, 7, 6, 5. Screen by Steph over to Mo for 3. Missed it in and out. Yeah. It's that kind of night. 58-51. As we said, a depleted Miami. Not good news when we play depleted teams. We always play down to the competition. And again, that's on the vets. It's on the vets. Come on, Steph. Come on, Klay. Come on, Looney. And Chris, that's on you guys. I mean, obviously, Kuminga's 6 turnovers hurts. But I can't attribute all 6 as to us being down by 7, right? There are some other mistakes. Look at Klay. He's got 4 assists. That's pretty good. Just don't step on the sideline. And don't forget that the youngster Kane is going to try and get past you, et cetera, et cetera. Like every game, I'm noticing Klay falls asleep. And it's just like really frustrating for me to see that. We do have a lot of basketball to play. I don't know that it's bad basketball. It's definitely mediocre. Bloomer's like, I just want Draymond. And well, Bloomer, you're always looking ahead, good or bad, but sometimes on the bad. We got to deal with what's in front of us right now. Oh no. On another podcast, which one? Curry has yet to score. He hasn't hit a field goal yet, huh? Oh yeah, he did. Where's Steph? 2 for 5. I will say that it looks like they're deferring a little bit more, which is good. Like they're sacrificing a little because they definitely were hogging that thing in Denver. And yet, Klay, sit down. But I think Moody was brought in just to change the momentum a little bit. So it's nothing really personal on Klay, like, oh, sit down because you stepped on the line when BP got fouled on the screen. Like, that's not egregious. Oh, sit down for the one time you let Kane right by you for an easy 2. I think it was more that, oh my gosh, this game is stuck in the mud with that zone defense they're playing and 0 turnovers by Miami. They're really executing 0 turnovers. That's crazy. So I think Moody came in just as an X factor. It's nothing personal. I will maybe put a little bit of it on the coaching staff in that I will they have to take some heat for Spoelstra playing zone that much and us not really having a whole lot of answers for that. You can't blame the players on that. So some blame needs to go to Steve and staff for Spoelstra sticking with zone for so long. We're so that one game against the Nuggets got us so out of sync that we're just kind of stuck right now. It happens. A lot of the fan base is critical of Kuminga. That's weird. Especially after the last 2 games. We're in December and we still don't have solid rotation, but man, you're complaining a lot. I mean, in general, I don't mean Klay don't step on the line or Wiggs don't lose the ball or CP don't throw the ball to the other team. I don't mean complaining like that, which are nitpicky as the moment happens type of pointing out of mistakes that happen in the game. I just mean like in general. Geez, man. We don't have solid rotations. I mean, of course we don't. Actually, we've had the solid rotation of stemming from JK and BP starting lately. So we don't have solid rotations from that perspective. Doesn't hold water. And by the way, you're complaining a lot tonight. What's up with that, man? What's wrong, Sid? You all right? You having a good day? No, seriously. I mean, that's just consistent in life. You're complaining a lot. Something's up. Use that to your advantage. Use that to step forward, step ahead. It's not a judgment. It's not saying you're a terrible human being. It's just an observation that, hey, what's up? What's wrong, man? What's going on? We could play better. Yep. I think we're a little tentative. I think what we're seeing is that Steph and Klay are deferring to make up for their ball hogging. It's a little strong to say they're ball hogging, but they really wanted that game on Christmas. Okay. I don't blame them, but you didn't have it. And I get it. You had to wake up at 7 a.m. for a game. Ruined your routine. Your 13, 14-year routine was ruined. And I get that. So if we could have switched the mentalities around and kind of play the deferring game against Denver and play the more selfish game against Miami, we might have a better deficit than 7 right now. Okay. Let's see. I actually don't mind the reviews. What I mind is how long it takes. So I agree that they're ridiculous in that it takes so long, but they're not ridiculous in terms of wanting to review it. Just have a replay center that's better and faster. What are you, replay center? Warriors vets? I'm just kidding. I could not resist. I couldn't resist. At least I'm not really throwing tons of guys under the bus, man. I'm just kind of laughing at it. Like how our vets are just, they seem slow compared to the rest of the NBA. Let me just launch a Scud missile on Chris Paul. Let me launch a Scud missile into Trace. Oh, stolen. Oh, man. I saw those passes back in middle school, man. So it's like, why does the Warriors make middle school turnovers every NBA game? Does that happen in the NBA a lot? I don't see Miami doing that. Like, why do we do that? And honestly, I think it's just carelessness. It's a mental thing more than a physical thing. But then maybe it's a physical thing where, oh, I'm old and I'm tired and, you know, I don't know. It's mysterious. So it's like, I don't know if it's Steve's fault or not. I really don't know. I reserve judgment on whose fault it is for the vets making middle school turnovers. It's just puzzling. Okay. Let's catch up. Actually, I think our defense is fine. Sorry about that. I accidentally hit while I was scrolling my cursor. I accidentally tapped on the button that got us out of the studio, which was weird. Anyways, I'm back. I don't think we played that bad of a defense. I think Spo has game planned us to muck up the game, and he's playing chess to our checkers. And so the coaching staff deserves a little blame. I mean, that's on Steve. Should have known that, considering they weren't going to have Jimmy and all these guys. Without Jimmy and Kyle Lowry. Looney is getting bodied by Adebayo. I mean, Looney only played 6 minutes. I don't think we can, you know, criticize him all that much for anything. Again, I don't see us trading any of the young contracts. It doesn't make sense to trade any of these contracts down here when they're all under 10 million. Like you don't trade those, right? Like, come on, guys. Now I'm getting on you. Come on, audience. Like, right? How many times have we talked about this? We've talked about it a lot. Granted, Sid is kind of new, so I'll give him a break, but Samantha's kind of new. I don't know who's saying, oh, I wouldn't trade Moody. It's like, nah, we're not trading that. We would trade him down here, like think of Jordan Poole. You don't trade him right when he's extension eligible. You trade for a veteran after the extension, usually. Anyways, Moody played great just now. He played great. How many turnovers we got? Because Kalena's talking about turnovers. 9. I don't know that it's that bad. But the 6 by Kuminga, okay, that's bad. The 2 by Chris Paul were bad. But like, we're playing checkers and they're playing chess. We got to figure out that zone. But that's why the game is 48 minutes long. Still, we shouldn't be down by 7. And we got some open shots for Steph and Klay, but we're not shooting a ton. So, yeah. Crazy, though. You could say that, ooh, Kuminga, if he had a good game, it'd be tied up, right? So maybe it's good that, I'm saying that's the silver lining of the 6 turnovers. It's like, our team depends on you, JK. So that's good. It's good that we depend on JK. I like that. It's kind of neat. It's kind of new rather than shooting threes all the time with Steph and Klay. It's kind of cool. Moody always ready. Welcome, Fire Sign. Never heard of it, but glad you're here with us. Down 7 is fortunate. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it is. 0 turnovers. Trace. Yep. That doesn't mean start Trace, though. You can finish with Trace. I just think that whoever starts at the 5, no big deal. So give it to Looney. And he's going to start right here as he walks past the screen. Everyone around Steph is trying to get there. It's hard to disagree. All right. Man, Sid, how about stop complaining? I don't know, man. Oh, Sid. Your ratio of good news to bad news is a little skewed tonight. We can laugh about Sid as well. I can laugh about Klay when he makes a mistake. I can laugh about Sid when it seems like it's a little skewed in the comments. It's all good. That's why we're different than the internet. Yep, sometimes it does seem like it is. Yep, it's okay to miss Dray and GP2. Definitely have energy on defense. And Percy, no surprise there. All right. Everybody wants to trade JK. It doesn't make sense. Everybody meaning said podcasts. 3 ball for Kane. Klay let him go and he missed it. Thank God. I would have been all over Klay for that. That's black or white. BP, they forget to play defense. And Miami Heat assistant coach is furious about that. I can't even put that in the notes because look at JK on defense. Come at me. He's spirited, but Tyler does not come at him, and they slowly work the ball around to Bam in the high post against Looney. All right, Looney, good help by BP. And they go corner to Highsmith. Great help by BP. He knows his guy Kane probably isn't shooting it. Love it. The smartness. Steph shoots a 3, and there's your Sid. Take back what you said. That wasn't Kane. Hampton, my bad. And Jaquez scores over BP. Too big. A little bit taller. 6'7" versus 6'5". Steph again from 2. Misses again. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Amazing that he missed. But also amazing that we're abandoning the offense. I don't know. I mean, sometimes the GOAT needs to hit a shot just to break the momentum. It's the NBA. Klay draws a foul on the runner, in and out on the banker, but he gets to the line again, which is good. But only if he can make a couple here, because he already missed one the last time. Turnovers too many. I don't think they're all that bad, but yeah, compared to 0, that's definitely bad. Yeah, get you on that, Bruce. I get you. Are there any players? I mean, you should have plays to just get people open in the middle, but you're in the NBA. Zone shouldn't. You should be salivating against the zone. Anyways, did he make both? Let's check the box score. They have not updated the box score. $1 billion company. Maybe he just went one for. I thought he had more free throws, but anyways, Jaquez scores again. How did he do that? 1-on-1 versus JK. Wow. What the hell? We should win that battle. Klay fade away at the foul line. Good. Jaquez is a baller, man. And we go Herro down the lane. And Steph gets a steal. Way to go, Steph. Good movement of the feet by BP. Steph, 94 feet and 1. Finally. Got some life. Was that against Herro? I forget who got the turnover by Miami, but that will make it 64-60 with Steph going to the line. Yep, Sid, that's true. It is what it is. Like I said in the article, just go read my website. We have some difficult choices coming up. Alley-oop to Bam. Oh, my gosh. Bam athletically saved a bad pass to be a banker that went in. Amazing play by Bam. Only Bam, man. Steph over to BP. Almost threw it away. Not in sync with BP on that one. Pushed on the baseline was BP. And Bam steals a three-pointer by Steph after the whistle. Good job by Bam to not let Steph see the ball go through the hoop. Looked like that was online, even though it was after the whistle. Yeah, I agree with you, Bloomer, but I'm not at the point where it's like hope and pray, hope and pray. I mean, it's just doable and just execute. So the rotations do seem off. It's not the rotations. Like it's the counter moves against Spoelstra going all in on zone. Don't know if they're still in zone, though. Maybe not. But that's the defense that got him the lead. Jaquez will post up. Nope, back out to Hampton down the lane against Klay. Klay foul. And that's where you just got to not foul. Like I'm watching the replay. Just, I mean, like it's not terrible defense, but you got whistled for the foul. So just got to move your feet a little bit faster. And we need everybody tonight to play awesome. And that's an example that's not awesome. It's not bad. But not bad is not going to win you no game tonight. Misses a free throw. So we're down 6, 8:33, 8:32, 8:31. Steph Klay around a curl, attacks Highsmith. Banker, no good. Wanted a foul, but as you're complaining, they're running and they score again. I mean, Klay wasn't going to get back 94 feet, but just if you're complaining like that, then, you know, they're in transition. And Steve is saying, well, that's just a bad non-call, 69-61. Talking to James Williams, 621, I think it was, or 820. No, 820, my bad. 820. Sorry about that. Yeah, every time we hear crazy talk. Play more Moody. You might want to do that right now, but we'll see. You know what? Let me rerun that play and see if Klay got fouled. Let's clip it. I haven't clipped anything yet, but let's check it. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see if he was fouled. Yep. Klay was definitely fouled. And they're not calling it. It's just ridiculous. So, all right, I don't blame Klay too much, but you know, yeah, I can't. I'm taking that out of the notes. Klay arguing, no call versus clear foul by obvious foul by Highsmith. You're not going to like this, but maybe you won't be as hard on Klay after you see this. The tape never lies as long as you can see it from that angle. So let's analyze that. Analyzing the last play. Okay, boom. Can I do it before they come back from the break? Here we go. You're not going to like this. I mean, what are we doing here? Like, that's the contact right there. Boom. Here it goes. I mean, that's a foul. You're calling that same thing every other time. Throw the craps dice. Refereeing is at its worst in the history of basketball. Yep, I agree. That's why we did our own research to find out what's reasonable. But anyway, Steph with the Looney screen. Free throw line. Missed it. Looney rebound. Klay. Wow. Takes a crazy reload and he misses it. Wow, Klay. I don't know about that one. Wow. Fitz says, at some point, you're 6 for 20 on threes. Yep. Well, Steph tried. He tried the two-pointer. How about getting some, you know, slip action by JK? Klay gambles and they get a rebound. No, he gets the rebound. He got lucky. God, he looks slow out there. JK attacks. Oh, he missed a dunk, but Looney's there to fake, and won. That's okay. Good job by JK, and he's still having fun. He's not affected by his 6 turnovers. Yep. Good to see JK put pressure on the rim again. Good to see it. We do that, we win. Oh, man. Moody. I mean, not Moody. Looney bricked the free throw. That was a brick. Good Lord. Make some free throws. Our free throws are trash. What are they? 14 for 19. I guess that's acceptable. Fade away for Hampton. It's good. Come on, guys. Hampton scored a fadeaway, and Steph can't hit the same shot at the other end. What's going on? All right, swing it over to Klay, wide open, hits it, finally. Down 5. Please get a stop. We're going to Hampton Bam pick and roll. Good deflection by Steph. Oh, man, Klay almost ran into the landing space of Jaquez, and Jaquez scores. Leak out by JK, touchdown pass, Steph. I want to look at that again. I won't get the chance, but and Jaquez again scores. Man, that's too easy, guys. Past 3 old guys. Steph misses a 3. Herro for 3. Come on. CP says, you guys got to talk. Looney didn't talk to him. Incredible. Incredibly bad defense. Three-ball JK, no good. And they score again. Timeout. Get him out of there. No timeout. Wow. Kane's going to score? Good Lord. Down 12. This is so ugly. Man. Ugly transition D. So we're not going to time out this. Down 12, no timeout. This is going to be a bad look for Steve on social media, especially if we don't score here. I love the JK pick and roll, and we score. Just do that every time down, please. Forget the Splash Brothers. Please do that more next time down. I need to see that. Klay helps out Steph on Jaquez. Good recovery. Herro against CP. One-on-one. Fadeaway 2-ball. Good. Steph is slow getting the ball, and we're going to just waste time like this, Steph. Man, we look slow. I mean, what's going on with that? Going to get Wiggs to come in next time down, and who is that? Trace and Dario, second unit. Looney does not find anyone as Miami know what's coming. And over to Klay. Tough shot over Jaquez. Not a good one. Foul on Looney. What's the foul for? Pushed him again. Wow. Again, the 3 vets. It's always the vets, isn't it? Well, maybe not always. JK has 6 turnovers, but Klay misses a J. Steph walks it up like he doesn't care anymore, and then Klay misses a J that's contested by Jaquez, and then Loon pushes Bam. I mean, that's 3 veteran mistakes in 1. Wiggs knocks the ball away from Tyler, so Steph is downhill, shoots a 2, misses again. Trace is there to clean up the mess, but he blows a layup. Incredible that Steph continues to miss. Wow. They missed a 3. Saric rebound. Man, we are stuck in the mud. Chris against Herro. Herro good moving of the feet, but we got pick and roll Trace, and he blows another layup. A lot of... Could have been a jump ball, but the ball pops out. CP on top. And DHO, no. And okay, down low Wiggs. Short! Oh, my God. Pulled the string. Come on, guys. Put me in, coach. This is ridiculous. Spoelstra is going to burn a timeout, incredibly. Spoelstra is going to burn a timeout because maybe he's just preserving the legs of his shortened crew, but this This is not a good look. Yikes. Too many wings noise. I don't know. Email me, Dean Agon. I'm going to do restroom break really quick. Let's do restroom break. My bad. BRB. But yeah, this is some ugly basketball. Now it's really ugly, Bruce. Well, is this game film enough for the coaching staff to make an adjustment and try to just involve JK some more? I don't know. They seem to be all in on the Splash Brothers. So Miami is not that good. No, that's absolutely false. The fact that they're leading us right now by this much means that they're that good. That's the wrong assessment of this. I think I don't necessarily agree that the Mavericks will be more difficult or whatever. Every game is difficult. I would say playing against the scheming of Spoelstra is a little bit more difficult, to be honest with you. But each one presents its own challenges as far as going one-on-one on Luka. And I would say that the fact that we can put JK on Luka makes me feel like I would be more worried about the Heat. But we're just comparing again, and comparison's the thief of joy. So Herro tries to go around the corner on Wiggs, does not. And Hampton barely misses a 3-point in the corner. Thank goodness he missed it. BP, right side, pick and roll Saric, high post Saric against Love. What you doing? Man, we're slow. No movement because we got CP and Trace in there. BP has to create from scratch, and he creates from scratch. BP saves the day yet again. And Trace gets bamboozled by Kane. Unbelievable. Wow. Man. I can't believe he got that over Trace. Dario stuck. Finds BP. Now he's going to have to create again. Euro over to Wiggins. They leave him wide open, and he blows another jumper. Oh, my God. Even I used to hit those. That was my bread and butter, was mid-range. I copied Michael Jordan from watching game film on him. Good Lord. And his footwork. Talked about that with somebody today. Duncan Robinson fly by 3, and the ugly gets uglier. We're down by 15. Well, maybe it'll be poetic and the Splash Brothers will save us, thus reinforcing the notion we should go all in on the Splash Brothers. CP swing, swing, swing over to BP. Missed it. K-Love rebound. Throws it away, though. Good hustle by K-Love. Yikes. I don't think I've seen this boring of the Warriors in a long time. How many turnovers we got? 10. So we only have 1 turnover since halftime. That's the good news. 1 turnover in 10 minutes. BP gets the inbound over to Trace, over to CP, posting up. Make your move. Just make it. He makes it. Baseline jumper. Good. Almost. Man, can you imagine if we missed that one? And yet, we're down 13. 15 becomes 13. We're trying to come back slow drip style with this unit. That's the problem with this unit. No real three-point shooters. And they keep passing the ball around up top. Duncan winds up taking Saric. Finds Jaquez in a nice move, but he misses the 3. And good job by Wiggs and BP to corral the rebound. And CP right side against Jaquez. Trying to make a move. Pulls up. Scores. All right. CP getting hot. Two J's in a row. 50 seconds left. Down by 11. Jaquez against Dario. Looking for Caleb on the switch. Trace helps, but he goes too far. He went too far and didn't come back. Wow, that's on Trace. Incredible. He just forgot. CP will shoot a triple for the 2-for-1, and it's a brick. Man. They score 94 feet? No, it's a foul. Oh, wow. I mean, if you're going to shoot the 2-for-1, you gotta hit it. And he didn't. Make or miss league, and we're getting throttled for this. This is bad. This is bad. The one solution I would have, CP and JK pick and roll all night long. But I'm not part of the coaching staff, so we'll just have to roll with whatever they throw out there. Everybody can play better, and the coaches can coach better. But this performance is, making me thinking that maybe we should do a deal. So they're just securing their own fate by just discombobulated type of offense. They're going to go that zone again. A 1-1-2-1 zone. Interesting. Didn't see that a lot. Pick and roll Dario. Nobody really to roll with. Good call by Spoelstra. BP will have to save the day. Misses it. Incredible. We're getting out coached. Spo with the 1-1-2-1 zone for the last shot. Genius. That's genius. I tip my hat. There's nothing you can do about that, man. You can't prepare for that. We're down 15. I tip my hat to Spoelstra for that. Let's hide scores again because it's so ugly. Oh, my goodness. This is so bad, I'm not even going to tweet or Instagram out our link. It's just so bad. Why bother? Oh, my God. Oh, man, we were in the bonus for 5 minutes. Oh, gosh. To add to the bad news of that quarter, man. Maram ready. Incredible. I have no words. You're at the game. Well, you're going to need to be loud somehow. You're going to need to concoct some energy somehow. Anything. Why don't they put in Moody for Wiggs? I don't know that it should be Moody for Wiggs, but I mean, that second unit has been good. If you recall, they subbed in for the starters at the 4+ minute mark, which means we relied on the starters for a while. So you make the final adjustments in Q4. So don't worry. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, you could always go back and say, oh, should have had this guy in, should have had that guy in. Bottom line is you got to make some shots. Got to execute and, you know, figure out that zone. Figure out that mucked up Miami defense. You kind of have to go with your rotation there and just hope the guys play better. 3-ball, they get another 3-ball. Man, Kane hits a 3 after Dario almost got a steal, and that's bad luck. That's bad luck. Find Steph. Hero ball 3, missed it. There's a hero ball. That did not involve anybody. Jaquez attacks, draws a foul, being aggressive. That's what you get for being aggressive. That's a foul on CP, I believe, is who they'll call it on. Let me see. 4 fouls on CP. Yep, it wasn't on Steph. It was CP. I looked at the replay, saw CP hacked him, and yep, good call. I can only hope that something gets sparked here. Splash Brothers in there with CP. Tried all kinds of combinations here. Here's the latest. I don't know if this was a set rotation earlier. Steph with kind of a late pass to Dario, knocked out by a Kane. A little bit late. Probably would have been on time if Trace was in there, but no, Klay was open, but they find Dario and travels, but they didn't call it, thank goodness. So nice play design on the blob, baseline inbounds. That's a nice play design. Jaquez against Klay. Klay's got to come through, and he does. He knocks it away from Jaquez. There you go, Klay. Keep it up. Steph held off ball. They finally called it. Let me watch the replay. Yeah, Bam was all over him. Easy call. Down 17, though. You're going to have to make 2 runs, really. You don't go on a 17-0 run against Miami. Klay over to JK, looks around, has to shoot the baseline jumper, hits it. $10.27, $10.26, $10.25. Token pressure by CP and Dario as they go. Jaquez, Bam, way at the logo. Bam nudges Dario off. I love Bam. It's a great move. Burns some more clock because that's what the Heat does. And Duncan, they get the switch over to Kane in the corner. CP, but Kane steps on the line. Then that's your good veteran aggressive defense by CP. And then CP throws it away. Good Lord. Jaquez misses against Dario. Way to get Dario back on defense there. But Jesus, CP, man. That's 3 of them tonight. Steph, hero ball, in and out. And we really got nothing that Steph has to go hero ball every time. Doesn't look good. Jovic travels and Klay then compounds the issue. It wasn't called. Oh my God, that's a traveling on the replay. Incredible. I don't know what you do about that. My God. But why are you hacking? It's almost like, I think that if you let him go, would have got the foul call. Klay, hero ball 3. No good. This is getting old. Down 18. JK will give pressure on Jovic, bringing it up. But he gets it to Duncan against Steph. They want to post up Bam on Dario. That's what they do. They just ISO the matchup that they want. Bam will shoot it, and he scores again. This is a clinic. This is an absolute clinic. Tip your hat to Spo. Steph against Kane. Worst shot in basketball. A 2-ball step back. Unbelievable. Another hero shot. No good. Kick out to Duncan. He misses. I almost wish he hit that so that Steve would do something drastic. Hit the panic button. Oh my God. CP's going to shoot a 3. This is absolutely the worst I've seen. I don't think I've seen worse. We need to ditch the game plan at this point. We're down 20. Bam will attack Dario again. He misses it this is such a slow pace. So great defense by Dario, but can we get something out of this? Steph will attack Jovic. They're going to get an and 1. Finally, Steph got a call. So let's see if that's a turning point in the game. They might want to challenge that. He's moving though. But they'll challenge. Wow. Hope they get the angle. What are we going to get here? Crapshoot. Uh-oh. Crapshoot challenge. Do we maintain the and 1 is the question. Let's see what you think. Because you would think, pretty obvious, Jovic is moving. However, we're talking about Adam Silver's NBA. And that's why I put the poll up there, because it's fun. It's just a crapshoot. You literally have no idea if the refs are going to screw this up. But then again, it's a home game, so you'd think, I don't know. I don't really blame Steve all that much, but he deserves some blame. I mean, I kind of, as long as you're not just stomping on Steve, because everybody deserves blame for this game. Probably Chase deserves some blame for not bringing Oracle-like energy. Then again, they're not Oracle. I mean, like, you know, and this is like LeBron getting a 40-piece on us, but it's coming from Spo. And it's hard to predict that they'll run this zone that long. But yeah, you can assign blame to, oh, you should have figured out the zone in the first half, so we wouldn't be down by 10. And now it's getting a little bit worse. So now we're down by 17 or whatever it is. If Curry struggles, the Warriors struggle. I agree. I told you they would screw that up. I told you. That's why we do the poll. That's why we do the poll. Incredible. Incredibly, the challenge is successful. Incredible. Now we're in zone and Moody's in there. Good to give him a try. Incredible. Wow. They shoot a 3, no good. But they foul. They foul Bam. Oh, you voted no. Congratulations. Anyways, oh man. Jovic goes right down the lane against our zone and scores. We are down 22 to the Heat. We ain't going on no 22-0 run, so this is going to be tough. 7:15 to go. Wiggs left wing will attack. Jovic, are they in zone? No, they're in man, but they're in good help man. So good job by Wiggs. Kind of break the spell and get a score. Mucking up the game. Spoelstra is 3-ball Duncan against BP. No good. Long rebound to Jovic. Duncan goes around the corner. Jaquez can't hold on to it. All right. Steph will bring it up. We're down 20. Klay is out of the game right now. Steph pulls up, but he doesn't take the shot. Over to Wiggs for 3. Over the backboard. My goodness. Didn't even get a chance to rebound that one. It was so off. Well, there's no doubt Twitter wants everyone's head. They want every trade. They want Kerr fired. I mean, might have to go back to the tape to figure this one out. But yeah, there's too much reliance on the Splash Brothers. And Bam throws it away. Good save by Duncan. Uh-oh. Kane misses it, and Jaquez gets a tip. Wow, this is a nightmare possession. But Jaquez misses a 3. Moses pulls it down, and they double him. He dribbles out of it. Good job. Watch out. Watch your back. Fouled by Jovic. Jovic comes over to apologize because he tripped him. Only the second team foul. And Miami doing, 6 turnovers and only 16 fouls. That's pretty good. But anyway, we got side out. Only 2 fouls on Miami. Steph pick and roll trace. Got Jovic downhill. Throws up a shot. It's no good. Trace couldn't put it back in, and that's not a good shot either. Steph, good box out on Jaquez miss. Man, Jaquez, I mean. Jaime getting a lot of shots up there. Moody attacks the rim. Good job, Moody. I think you got to keep Moody in there. Mo downhill. Spo timeout. 102.84. 5:34. 102.84. 5:34. I mean, it's so easy to just go, Kerr sucks, man. You should have had Moody. Can we not do that? puts him in too late. That's not enough. Go to the play-by-play and tell me where, right? Do better. Like, that's not enough. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm literally saying tell me where, rather than, because then you sound like Twitter, and that's not your fault necessarily. That's Twitter's fault. But Twitter's making you look bad. So what I'd like to do here is not be Twitter and go, oh, look, here is where we should have put in Moody. Let's do that. Go look at the play-by-play and tell me where. I mean, you got time. I got to read all these comments. I'm going to do it later. I'm going to look at where we could. But just to say, oh, Kerr sucks. He should have brought in Moody earlier. Let's be better than that. Let's be better than that, right? I'm encouraging you to go the extra mile. Earlier in the second half, but we didn't know would have been this bad. I mean, in Q3, because we didn't know it would be this bad in the first half. And you go in with a script. I'm just asking you to go the step further. I'm not disagreeing with you. Anyways, back to the play-by-play, which is Herro bringing it up. That's 8 seconds. Yay. So good defense by Mo again. I think you just got to play him. I will disagree with Steve if we don't continue playing Moody, period. All the way through. He deserves it. And we're playing so bad. And he's doing the only guy doing good things all the time. Wiggins will attack. Nope. He sends it back to Moody. Right side three. Oh, it's a wedgie. Dang. Had he made that, it would be a complete no-brainer to keep him in the game the rest of the way. But I don't know. So we're going to jump ball because that's what you do on a wedgie. And even Steph is taking a break. He's got 31 minutes, but he'll probably come back in. Yeah, I mean, if the Splash Brothers come back in and don't have a plus out of this, that'll be interesting. Moody gets the swing pass, can't get by Kane, draws a fake, and he scores again. What a fake by Mo, kind of in no man's land. He bails himself out. It's good defense, too, by Kane, and pressure them, but Jaquez gets it over him. And now we trap Jaquez. Moody does no. Into Bam. Free three ball in the corner for Kane. In and out. BP rebound. Brings it up. 3-on-3. 4-on-4. No, 3-on-4. Wiggins downhill. Fouled by Duncan. Had to sell it. And he did. And it's also Duncan. So more apt to blow a whistle against the slow guy. So good job by Wiggs to get downhill and sell job. So I think it looks like we're going to close with Wiggs and no JK. And it's kind of what JK gets, getting 6 turnovers after saying no one can guard me. Basketball gods. We needed stops. I think I wish more people would go coach their own teams. You would be a little bit more tolerable of what you're seeing. This is, I mean, respect Spo, man. Kane misses a gimme as they break the press, and Bam just powers it in. No one can stop him on that one. Oh, well, but good job by Kane breaking through on the press break, but that's what we got to do is take some gambles. Moody's going to size up Jaime, 2-ball short, but the ball trickles out to Wiggins. Reload 3 by CP. He makes it. We're down 13, gotten it closer. They try and break the press. They do. Duncan over to Bam. Always go to Bam to break that press. BP gets back, tries to take a charge, but Herro's athletic enough to get it to his teammate, and they get a reload. That's Bam again. Is it Bam? Yep. Bam against Moody. Moody had no shot against that. So 2 straight Herro offensive rebounds by Bam. So we won't get a chance here because we're down 16 with 3:19. We won't get a chance to see if 107.91, right? 3:19. We won't get a chance to see if Splash Brothers could have had a plus on the plus minus closing. So too bad. That means we're still going to be all in on Splash Brothers usually in a close game. And yeah, I don't really have much to say. I get it if you're pissed off, and I get it. People want to fire Kerr. People want to do trades. People want to have Moody play more minutes. I get all that. It's like, why I'm going to be swimming upstream on a lot of this stuff. So I'm not going to bother. It's all good. I understand the frustration, but trying to see the good parts of this. Trying to see the good parts of this and trying to figure out what went wrong. And the first step is that Spo put a junk defense on you, and it got you mucked up, and couldn't break out of that muck. Nobody could. So strangely, I think the answer is to go pick and roll CPJK with the second unit, but that's just me. Wiggins pressured and finds Trace for dunk baseline. We're doing what we can to pressure the ball. Wiggins taps it out, but it's out on him. 2:49 to go, down 16. It's only a matter of time. I mean, put it this way. If this were a 7-game series, we would have adjusted to game 2 to this. But, hey, they got us, and the circumstances were that. So, Spo out-coached Kerr. He should take some blame. BP is going to get called for the foul on the rebound, but looked like a sell job by Jaquez? No, by Kane. I don't know. I don't care. We're down 16. It's yikes. So I don't think anything's obvious, Sid. But Sid, you still haven't said anything positive all night, have you? I challenge you. Try. Didn't I say 15? I said this is for real. I said we should be 18 and 16 after the Denver game. on Jan 4th. Bam gets the inbound on the baseline. Jaquez will get a 3 ball out of this. Looks even worse. And we'll get a whistle by Moody. Oops. Hang on, guys. We got the scrubs coming in. I don't want to call them scrubs, but the G Leaguers and the two-way guys. All right. So Herro loses the ball. Why did they got Herro in there? Oh, Spo's worried that they'll blow a 15-point lead with 1:44 to go. Just foul. now I'm rooting for Spo. Nobody get hurt. Mo scores. Just call a timeout and get your scrubs in there, Eric. Wouldn't want somebody to get hurt here. 1:26 left of this travesty of a game, but anyways. And it'll be Herro attacking Lester Quinones. Draws a foul. There you go, Sid. Garuba time, baby. Yeah, I think we can still get to 18 and 16. Oh, man. Oh, Queens. I want to just tip my hat to Spo tonight. I would love to see this tape in terms of learning more about basketball, in terms of what Spo did, because they really got us stuck in the mud. And Klay Thompson 2 for 6, Steph Curry 2 for 8. That's about 25% less than the threes we normally shoot, or those two, right? 228 mark. Steph and Klay 2 for 8 and 2 for 6. Seems like at least 25% less threes we shoot than usual. So Spo cut off the head of the snake, the two heads of the snake. And I'd like to know why or how. I'd like to know how he was able to prevent Steph and Klay from shooting all those threes. Okay, Garuba time, baby. Something's got to change for us. I agree that this is a wake-up call. I will agree with that. Like a serious wake-up call, like all hands on deck, coaching staff. Can we do more CPJK pick and roll? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's my pet thing, right? Robinson, blocked by Robinson. Oh my God. Do I get credit for that? Robinson blocked by Robinson. Oh man. I don't know. I'd say we pick it up on Saturday. Come with energy, come with positivity, all right? Moody and again. Oh, what about Moody? I'm just kidding with you, Sid. Sid, you forgot about Moody, or did you say something other than Brandon? Come on, Sid, you're horrible fan. Fire Sid. No, I'm just kidding. Miami has a legit center. Ooh, Nicole drops the bomb. We need to change the system. Oof, Nicole. But I kind of, oh gosh, that's worth discussing. But we still got Draymond coming back. So everything has a but. I'm not even going to put the final score. We'll just end it soon. Yeah, we can do better rotations and game planning each game. Yeah, we could do that. I mean, everybody needs to play better. Splash Brothers can't go 4 for 14. JK can't turn the ball over 6 times, but we do. And Steph was 3 for 15 overall. Can Kerr adjust? I mean, I would come back and say, right? Can Kerr adjust? Here's my thing. Can Steph, Klay, Dray adjust? Right? It's on them too. But we're not going to defer yet. So do you mean if you mean adjust in terms of making Splash Brothers not be the focal point with Dray, then, I don't know. It's ... But I can't blame them for still trying to stick with Steph and Klay. But they've had a bad 2 games. And Draymond's been out. Don't forget, Draymond's been out. I mean, when Dray went out, when Dray got suspended, remember, he hadn't played a full game for like 11 games. Ejections, suspensions. So I don't have an answer because it's a group effort, right? It's a group effort. If we're going to go away from Steph and Klay, we're going to need buy-in from Steph and Klay. Maybe this is the game where Steph goes, all right, I don't need to be taking the hero shots. My bad. Klay, you must follow me in that thinking. Let's go more pick and roll JK. Fine. It's not all on Steve. It really isn't all on Steve. It requires buy-in from the Hall of Famers. And that's tough to do. I'm the only guy saying this. I mean, that's why we're different, But it does always kind of start with, well, are we sure we want to just blame Steve every single time? And really, I've been a coach. It's not always the coach's fault. Sometimes it is. Tonight, mostly the coach's fault, but more because Spo played chess while you played checkers. More because of that. Rather than this exact thing or that exact thing. Dorrell Wright is saying that was like an old school East Coast game. All right. Changes are going to be drastic. Well, wouldn't you know, as you say that, we've got this Markanen trade idea. Markanen trade idea by Dean Chambers coming up tomorrow. See website. Sign up for free. HTTPS. Let's go Warriors.com. Yeah, I can't blame you guys. Good points. CP3 slowing the game down a little. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. I don't think that we'd probably swept. I do want to call it a night pretty soon. Klay and Kuminga care about stats. I mean, Klay is Klay. You can't do that. Splash is dry until proven otherwise. Yeah, that's why it makes it so difficult, and this is so multifaceted. Should BP start? I don't even know. Like, BP's not the problem, and doesn't seem like Wiggins is the problem. He's looking pretty good off the bench, and I don't know. Yep, you have to have a changeup. I do agree. That's why I'm saying JK pick and roll. I mean, bottom line is Dray is out until he's back, and when he's back, when he's 100% healthy, he plays like a Hall of Famer. So I don't know. I don't know that you can just say, "Oh, we're going to make changes." I mean, the change will be that we'll get Draymond back and we'll get GP2 back. Draymond isn't going to magically help. I mean, you don't know that. DVD bringing in the positivity. All right, I'm going to give you the floor, Dean.
What's up, Rich?
Dean gets the floor, and we call it a night. Okay, guys? Not going to be like Twitter here and just go on and on and on with the negativity. Take it away, Dean.
Ooh, well, we played like trash today. Oh, my God. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Soft, slow, without didn't respect the fact that this is a group of NBA players that we're facing. Didn't think that they were gonna, that they were gonna be able to beat us. And man, they kicked our ass up and down the court on both sides, just scoring whenever they want and shutting down our offense. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Floor is yours, and then we'll call it a night.
Cool. Thank you, Rich. However, this is the first time I think all season we've played a team like this that wasn't either a win if they're kind of below 500 group or a close game. This is the first time we've really been blown out, I think, all season long. There was a Suns game where we were down by a lot, but got it back close within single digits. Just didn't respect at all that the Heat, like, they do this all the time. It doesn't matter who's out there. They seem to play a great game. We've seen that all throughout the playoffs. How many times have you seen random Heat role player catch fire? Because that's what they do. That's how the Heat keep winning. This is one I'm willing to flush, though. I'm not going to hold on to this too much.
And it's Spo. You can.
It's Spo. Yeah. Absolutely. He's it's Popovich, Kerr, and Spoelstra, really.
Tyronn Lue I'll put in there.
Ty Lue, maybe Mike.
No, the last time we played the Clippers, but he's good. I like him.
Yeah, he's a very good coach. Absolutely. Yeah, Celtics went to OT against Pistons, who, man, they lost their 27th straight game. My goodness. I don't know. I just hope the Pistons don't lose as many games in a row as the 72 Lakers won, which is 33 straight. And that's not out of the question. But, sorry, do you know who we play next, Rich?
Yeah, Saturday we Dallas. Everybody's saying Dallas, so that's got to be it. Yep.
Yeah.
5:30 p.m. We'll be here at 5:15, hopefully.
Yep. I have work that day, so unfortunately I won't be able to join. But
oh man, fire Dean. No, just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Bench Dean.
Me and Kerr, dude.
Oh man, nah. I'm just playing.
I'm not coming off the bench
here still, trying to keep the mood light, but. Yeah.
Oh, 28. That's right. Not 27. Jeez. No, obviously it's, we don't really have enough time to go over the trade thing that I sent to Rich.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll talk about it.
3,900 word essay.
Don't worry about that, bro. A lot of it, you ended on a lot of philosophical things about the NBA. So don't worry about it. You laid out what the trade idea is, and that's what matters in the first two bullet points. So that's great.
Thank you. Yeah, and obviously, I want to have a good amount of time to explain that to the audience and everything. But we got 6 more games in a row at home, and we're below 500 again, which. That's not really acceptable playing this level of Heat team. It's just not an acceptable amount of energy. On the other hand, we just got our ass kicked by a team that has Bam Adebayo and a bunch of dudes that I don't. Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson. Yeah, I know them, but I have no idea why the team played the way they played today, and it's just.
Well, you do. You're just giving them a break. I mean, number one reason was the Spo game plan. So I throw it in the trash.
But yeah,
the response to that. No response to that. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you could take this too seriously. It's just. I mean, what an opportunity with Jimmy Butler out and everything to
oh man,
I think we could have gotten into the top
A depleted team every time.
9.
But it's just funny. But I don't think it was that. I just think Spo came in with a desperate game plan, executed it. 0 turnovers at halftime, I believe it was.
Yeah, what did they end up with? Like 1, 2,
7. So
really?
we played better defense. We played better defense, and
Yeah,
so we can analyze it to death. Any 64,000 foot things you want to talk about?
Oh, that was a complete lack of hustle. I think that's
Lack of hustle,
that
there
we
you go.
read, you know, totally disrespecting the team in front of us. And this is the first game we've had in ages that wasn't close, you know. So the Mavericks are a good team, and I think you keep this frustration. You don't get too negative or too upset or too in despair about it. But you know, you have to put in all that much more effort next game, because that's, you know, as good as the Heat are, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's a crazy game we just played. Just totally discombobulated, out of focus, kind of lazy in a lot of ways. And that's not the team. That's not the team that we've seen all year. No matter what the record is, you know, we've always fought to the end until today. So I guess maybe we needed to get our teeth kicked in by a bunch of. I mean, what was the average salary out there on the court tonight? $5 million, something like that.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe a little more with Bam, but not too much more. 7, 8 million for the 5. So, yeah, I have no idea why the team played like that. I have no idea why against. It's not like they're putting out like the Celtics or the Nuggets level stars or anything. Why Steph took 15 shots. Why Kuminga couldn't hold the ball. CP3, the fouls, and yeah, I don't know.
Bad turnovers too by CP3. It really odd.
Yeah, uncharacteristic.
Although it was Miami, and you know.
Yeah, but they didn't have their main starters. They didn't have Lowry and.
Oh no, but they're long on defense. Whether it's Kane, whether it's Highsmith.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we keep saying that, and we keep seeing that from the older guys, and I gotta be honest with you, Dean. I'm a little worried about the older guys, but I haven't processed that enough yet. I'm a little worried.
Well, I thought we played pretty well
over again.
The Nuggets and the Celtics, though. The older guys did. So
yeah, I wouldn't say the Nuggets, because I would just, you know, you just get the guaranteed brain fart by Klay. What's it gonna take to make it 0 brain farts? Oh, Rich, it's impossible to make it 0 brain farts. Well, then, okay. Well, then that might be a problem. And then again, but rookies do make mistakes too. Trace had a few tonight. Yeah. So do young guys. They had 6. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I don't know what to think.
But, I mean, the biggest problem with the Nuggets game is that Steph just couldn't hit the ocean from a boat, and that was still a very close game. I thought we played extremely well without our best Jokic defender, our best Murray defender out there. So honestly, this I don't want to do the effort thing only as the reason we lost the game. It was obviously, you know, I am shocked by the fact that we gave these guys space. I felt like we should have just drove them off the line every time. You know, play really close, make them drive every single time, make them play make. Because they don't have a ton of dynamic shot creators out there. But when you play like the other team is supposed to roll over and die, when you have that false, now it's a false sense of inevitability with this team. We just don't. That's a ridiculous thing to assume now. You know, we have all the fight and hustle in the world, but you know, if you can't take your opponent seriously, this is what happens. On the other hand, this is the first time we've had this kind of game all season long, and I think everybody should just relax, calm down, and see what the response is against Dallas on Saturday. That's an important thing, you know. You have an off night, everybody's shooting poorly. Steph only gets up 15 shots in however many minutes he played. And, you know, those kind of things happen. They just happen sometimes. We have 6 more games at home in a row. And, you know, win against the Mavericks would be pretty impressive at this point. Luka's obviously on fire. I don't know if Kyrie will be back. I'm not quite sure why he was out earlier, but because, you know, I mean, I don't follow the Mavericks heavily. This isn't like we played our best game and still lost, though. Everybody kind of played horribly. Who was the best player on the court for us tonight? I think for the first time in a long time, the answer is probably no one.
No, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Dean.
Who is it, dude?
Drops a nugget. Hot take. I think
I
no
dropped
one.
a Denver nugget.
Uh,
Really though, who is it, Rich?
On the podium, but I'm gonna cut the live short. I'm
Yeah.
not. You know, look, guys. We all deserve a night off here. I'm not saying the team,
man.
I'm not saying the team. I mean, me and Dean here. We're working our asses off here and stuff. So I've made the decision. We're not going to cover Warriors post game. We've talked a lot here about things that we can improve. I don't even want to hear what Steve has to say until I say goodbye to my friend that came into town, and let me just take care of that person because they got to leave early tomorrow, and then tomorrow we're going to attack this tomorrow. And Dean has taken so much time to give you guys an outlet, and that outlet is, hey, here's an actual trade scenario that could make sense. So if you're really not feeling well right now, just diverge, just start thinking of something,
just relax
here, you know, use your imagination a little bit on this, and, you know, get away from the struggles that we're doing. So thank you, Dean, for doing that.
Mr. Rich, I do have work tomorrow and Saturday.
Yeah, no worries. Get you on the website.
I should have off the next game after that, I think. Yeah. And thank you for all your kind words, Rich. I'm glad it was worth your read, man. That really means a lot. Oh, Bruce, man, Rich is going to have all the post-game stuff up anyway. Just got to check out the rest of the channel.
Let's see.
Thank you, DD.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we gotta figure out a way to put this on Spotify. Some points that you made, some points that I made. Moody, they're giving you a veto here. I do agree. Moody played awesome. So there's your best player.
Okay, I'm cool with that. And you know what? If Moody's the best player and he is feeling confident, like he stepped up and everybody else was kind of behind the 8 ball. You know, and we get more Moody minutes out of that. That's great.
I can address Stephen Lee is saying, no, the franchise is not all in on Splash Brothers, because if they were, they would have signed Klay to an extension. No, you're not understanding that correctly. Game planning wise, our first option is still Steph, and second option Klay off the curl and things like that. The plays are designed for the Splash Brothers. That's not changing as long as Klay is wearing a Warriors uniform, so far as we know. Now, unless next game they come out and Steph and Klay again are cold, and we see them adjust and go to, like I said, I would love to see JK in the pick and roll more. But once we see them do different stuff rather than try and go one-on-one when Steph and Klay aren't open, rather than and the second unit without Steph and Klay, that doesn't count. I mean, because CP second unit, we're posting up Saric, we're doing all these things with Saric mostly.
Yeah.
So there's that too. But I just completely disagree with you, Steven. And it's not even an opinion. It's fact. That's not true. So you got to understand where that's coming from. The franchise so far, as of Steve the other night, and maybe we'll close on this, as of Steve right here saying that, we got to try Wiggins and Kuminga, see if that works out a little bit. And then Tim Kawakami writing that article, it seems like we're not trading Steph, Klay, Draymond, and it just seems like we're going to come back to that. And then he's talking about, the rotation wise, we're still going to get Draymond and GP2 back. It's like all this sort of circumstantial evidence, which is pointing me back to, we're not really changing the game plan all that much. We might in the next week or two to win some games, but like when Draymond comes back, it just feels like we're going to give that another try. And it's hard to change that. You got to get buy-in from Steph and Klay to say, hey, we're actually not going to look for you on this one in this particular part of the game. You got to be real with Steph and Klay and let them know that we're running a play that doesn't go to you specifically, but maybe we can use the secondary one. And anyway, I think,
we're all
in. We're all in on the Splash Brothers.
Yeah, and I think maybe right now you try and have a really high pace, fun offense like Steph, Moody, Klay, Kuminga, TJD or Saric, right? And you just it feels like there's not the confidence maybe in the offense that we need to have. Defense is very important. There's no doubt about it. And I think right now we're the number one offensive rebounding team in the league. We have a lot of great rebounders. We have, a lot of really talented depth. But even forgetting any trades, I feel like, especially with GP and Draymond out, we can run and gun a little bit. I know that's not the way to win a championship, but it is the way to get going and have fun. Just, and with all the depth we have, we don't really need to ride anyone for that many minutes straight. So maybe the thing is just increase every dead ball, every chance of a timeout, every chance of a substitution. Maybe you just try and constantly change it up and keep presenting different looks, because right now our offense is the problem. The defense and rebounding I'm not like, it's not stressing me out the way we're doing those. It's stressing me out when I watch this team, like how stiff kind of our offense is. I think that might be a good word for it. It's just very stiff.
Keep going. I'll be right back. Keep going.
Yes, sir. And kind of predictable. And I mean, tonight is not the night to judge. God, we just played horribly. And that happens once in a while. It's the first really actually bad performance I've seen from the team in quite some time. Because all these, you don't want to talk about the 2 times, Chet got us on big time 3-pointers. Both those games went to overtime, though, This is a team that didn't have the talent. They just didn't have the talent tonight that we have. They didn't, obviously they don't have anyone anywhere close to the level of Steph. Adebayo, you want to say he's close to Klay, but these are rookies and role players along with Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. But you know what they had, man? They had the confidence, they had the flow, they had I think they just had the juice, really, in every way, physicality and all that. And that's okay, as long as we rebound correctly from it. You need to see we clawed all the way back to one game over 500, loss against the defending champs, who I still think are the best team in the league. Personally, the Celtics are there. Obviously, Timberwolves have a great record, but being a bit shorthanded in terms of playoff level defenders. I hope you have Draymond and GP2 back to that level. But I know Coach Kerr was upset with all the free throws and everything. I wasn't that upset after the Nuggets game. This game, man, this game pissed me off, man. But on the other hand, again, I'll repeat myself. I think this is the first time we've really played truly terribly in quite some time. So thank you, Jay. Saying good to see me back on live stream. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. Any team, Bogus Apps is saying, any team that can drive and kick has a solid chance against the Warriors' opponents. Have figured this out. I don't know if drive and kick. I don't know if drive and kick was what was really killing us.
Yeah,
a lot of it is just backdoor cuts and driving straight to the rim.
Let's be careful of taking this game against Miami and applying it to all other games. Let's be careful.
Oh, Lewis, man, I think I have to block that, dude. I know we're almost done, but come on, man.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. If it's not.
Yeah, I took care of it.
Okay,
cool. Don't do that here, Lewis. Have fun on the Twitter app for that one.
Yeah, you got a whole nation wanting to talk to you. Go for it.
All right, did you get to say everything you wanted to say there, Dean?
Yeah, for today's game, I think so. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to queue up the Just Us right here. Next live.
Curry and all the young dudes.
Klay
can come off the bench one game after this.
12:30. It's not who starts, it's who finishes. And Klay wasn't really in there in that last stretch. This one was hard because it was a blowout.
I know. I kind of want to piss him off, though.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely pissed.
Yeah.
5-15.
Get the heat going. I think an angry Klay once in a while might be a good player.
Tip off Dallas. Okay, guys. So let's get the Just Us going.
Yes, sir. I'll be in the comments.
Thank you, Dean. Good to see you on here.
Let's go.
All right. Take
Bounce
care,
that
buddy.
game.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Rich.